Today we are going to explore the ego, and more specifically to trying to answer, to reveal what is the ego. In our context, the word ego refer to the experience of being a specific person, the sense of identity that arises in our experience. And the other way we can describe it, it's the finite mind, is the experience to be finite, to have a finite mind, to have a clearly delimited mind and unique mind, and having a clearly delimited body. Yeah. So to make it more clear and concrete, the ego in our context, it refers to the experience of a person having a specific name, having a specific desire, having very specific needs, having a purpose, a goal, and all of this story of an identity that I'm seemingly having. And I hope that you notice that I said the experience of a person, that is the person, the experience of person, the ego, it's an experience that you are having. It's an experience that is arising within your own presence, within your own being. There is the experience of having an identity, being an individual. It's an experience of boundaries. I experience that the thought that arises is my thought. There's a sense of boundaries in the mind. In the experience of the mind, there is a boundary. This is my thought, and this is your thought. And this sense of boundary is a finite mind, the delimited mind, and then there is this sense of identification with it. If you take this expression, this boundary in the field of sensing, mind-blowing, this field of infinite sensation, infinite vibration, you will feel that there is sensation that are the body, that are me, and there is sensation that are not me. So right now I'm seated on a rock. So there is a sensation that is me, my bottom, my body. This is me. And there is a sensation that is not me, which is the rock. Yeah. This is the demarcation that gives us the impression of being a specific body, a specific individual separated from the environment. The bottom, the muscle, and the skin is one sensation, and the rock is another sensation. And they are different sensations, they are apart. And that's the experience of being an ego in a body. Yeah. And then you go into perception, which is very similar. I'm here, hearing outside. So the boundary of the ego expressed in the field of perception as the sounds. There are things making sound out there, and I'm in here listening to those sounds. So there is a separation between the object that is producing the sound and me that I'm hearing the sound in here. This is again the boundary. Yeah. So the ego is an experience of limitation. I experience a limitation in the field of thinking, and that's my mind. I experience a sense of limitation in the field of sensing, and that's my body. I experience a sense of limitation in my perception, and that's the world out there with objects. Yeah, and I'm here. What is essential to understand is that the ego is not what you are. It's an experience that you are having right now. It's an experience that is emerging in your present. It is shining within you. So as such, the ego is not a specific entity. The ego is an experience that I'm having right now. It's an experience of separation that I'm having right now. Je me suis pas mis là et c'est là qui me pique. And because this experience of separation, this experience of limitation, this experience of being an ego, being a specific person, appear in our experience in those different fields, thinking, sensing, and perceiving. In my teaching and the course that I propose, I really focus a lot on exploring very, very deeply and with great sensitivity and clarity each of those fields. Because when we explore them, we will see that there is no boundary to be found there. There is this ego, it is manufactured by thoughts. It's an interpretation of experience. But you never found, you can not find this entity because you cannot find boundaries. So by exploring in each field of experience, in thinking, in perceiving, in sensing, by exploring it deeply, you don't find boundaries. And when you realize that there is no boundaries, the ego dissolves spontaneously and very easily. Because again, the ego is the experience of boundaries. When you see that the boundary is an experience, it's an experience of a boundaries, but the boundary is not, it's not there. It's important to understand the perspective. The perspective is, you are not a person trying to get something. You are not a person trying to get free of your bondage. You are not a person trying to reach some goal in the future. You are the presence that is aware. You are that which is aware. You are that which is experiencing what is happening. It is happening that is here. And it is happening that is here. It is actuality. It is experience that is here. Present itself with different textures. There is thinking, sensing, and perceiving. And when you see that this arise within you, this experience arise within you, there is a projection of a boundary in your experience. So the experience of demarcation, of limitation, of separation, it's an experience itself. It is experience itself that is presenting that way. So you are not that which is trying to get free from limitation. You are the present. You are the presence that is aware of experience. And it is important to understand this perspective. When you clearly understand, which is an experiential understanding, that you are the presence that is in contact with experience, the seeking stop. Because it is obvious that there is nothing that you will get in the future, because the future is an experience that is appearing now. It's a thought that is appearing now. The sense of being a body, it's an experience that is appearing now. And all of your perception, all your experience of the world out there is an experience that is appearing now. So seeking stop and something else begin. And what begin is the noticing, the exploration. You start to understand, I don't have to get something. I have to start to pay attention to what is actually here in the way that is presenting itself moment to moment. And that's why I use the word curiosity, sensitivity, and clarity. See clearly what is here. Be focused on what is here. Be focused on the experience of thought, the experience of sensing, the experience of perceiving, without the layer of imagination, of interpretation, of concept. That's a direct engagement with your experience. Be very, very curious. Don't approach your exploration with, I know what I'm what I'm looking for. No, you don't know anything what is here. What is here if you empty your mind of all knowledge, of all anticipation, of all definition? What is here? And explore from that curiosity. I don't know anything, but I'm open to see. And you start to be open to the revelation of this actuality. And the sensitivity, the more you learn to approach your experience from what you actually are, which is this unnameable presence, you will see that you will start to notice cracks in the story. You will start to notice that there is a lot of things that do not make sense, that they don't align with what is actually happening right now. You will start to notice the incongruence of our narration, of the story that thought is constantly manufacturing. You will notice that yesterday is not found here. You notice that the future has no impact now, unless I take it for real. And you will start to notice many cracks in the matrix, and you will see more and more clearly, and you will be open to the realization of what is actually happening and what you actually are. And that's why this sensitivity often it's a process, in the sense that you have to learn to be engaged and learn to fall in love with experience, fall in love for what you are. What is very interesting is, at the beginning, you believe that you are a person who is trying to get something, or trying to escape something. But when you see that you are the very presence, where inside and of which is the experience of being limited appear, that's the experience of freedom. Which is a completely different way of approaching your human experience, your human life, challenges, relationship. You really understand that seeking, it's an imagination. There is nothing to. Everything is here, and you are here. So whatever you seek, it has to be here. So look here, look now. Be sensitive, be curious, and clarity will dawn on you. In the next video, I'm gonna tell you what is my experience with this realization, with this discovery,